Greetings everyone, welcome to Token Nuggets. Today's video is a crypto rant with two friends of the channel. We are happy to say we are growing. One of the friends of the channel is from Germany, JediK and Chibueze, another friend of the channel who's in London. Both join in this rant session. Do pay attention to the wallets section, the Exodus wallet section in the video. You might find that very interesting. So do indulge the rant, share, like, subscribe, make a comment, share your own nuggets of information. Thank you for watching. Greetings everyone, welcome to Token Nuggets. Today we have a random rant podcast from one of the usual suspects and another usual suspect, JediK from Germany, Chibueze from London, Token Nuggets from somewhere up north. So today we just going to talk through a few news items that have been making the rounds and perhaps worthy of paying some attention to. Well, before that, I think I'll let everyone just introduce themselves and their venture into DeFi, blockchain, etc. But JediK, do you want to introduce yourself and a brief of what you're enthusiastic about in blockchain, etc.?
Yeah, sure. Hi guys, my name is Kay. The Jedi, there is just once in a while I have spots of inspiration. I apply it in the blockchain environment. So
blockchain Jedi. DeFi Jedi. Okay, go on.
I'll describe myself more as a hobbyist when it comes to this. It's more like a hobby. I like to read the white papers, see what could possibly happen with tokens and so on, and try to read the market as well. So far it's been good. I can tell you I've gotten more than 100x from my small things I'm doing. So excellent. And I just find it more interesting the deeper I go into it. So it's really good. And I'm sure, as Token Nuggets has said a few times, always remember to take profit.
Absolutely. Thanks for that. Absolutely. Always take profit and don't get wrecked. Right. Okay. Usual suspect, Chibueze.
Hi, everyone. My name is Chibueze. Again, just like everyone has spoken, I'm also a crypto or blockchain or Bitcoin enthusiast as well. And in addition to that, I do some cybersecurity on the side. I haven't been in this environment for a while, but I think for the time I've been here, it's been really interesting. And I've been kicking myself, asking myself why I didn't join in earlier. I mean, I wouldn't say I've become rich or but I think that there's a lot of future, and then I think I'm going to be here for a while.
Nice. So, well, in as much as crypto ain't going nowhere, so you ain't going nowhere either.
That's right.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Well, we don't have any sort of format per se. What we do have is just nuggets of information to share. Usually we take news items and break them down or just talk about them, But for today, I think JediK has a hack he's going to be sharing at some point. And I think there's a wallet advice that we'll also be sharing. But first, I think we'll dive into the news that has made the rounds in this past few days or so. Well, I'll go first. I'll share the news item. You see if you guys have caught wind of this during the week. Here's the news item here. This is an interesting one. It's an interesting one, just to pay attention to it. Not because of the headline, which seems a bit sensational, but for the mere fact that I full disclosure here, I'm a big fan of Cardano, Ada Cardano, a big fan of Bob Hoskinson as well. This is an interesting article. We'll just highlight a few sort of key points here. Bitcoin bull run has left no one indifferent. So over the past few weeks, it's been a favorite, and all of that. So some think Bitcoin will go to the moon, and others believe Bitcoin will die. So Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, is among the Bitcoin skeptics. In an interview shared on Cardano's official subreddit, he made a statement. Let's read through this. Bitcoin is only valuable because it's valuable. It has no technological advantages. In fact, It's the least advanced of all cryptocurrencies, the least futuristic. There is no reason for it other than the fact that it exists. Now, that is interesting, given that that's coming from Bob Hoskinson. Now, one thing needs to be said, though. I think, enough respect to Hoskinson, to be honest. You guys do know of the Ethereum Trio. You guys have heard of them. That's Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, Bob Hoskinson, and the other chap, I forget his name now. They were the three guys who founded Ethereum, Gavin Wood and Charles Hoskinson, I beg your pardon. I respect them and I like what they're doing. So they've been in the know as to how things work in blockchain, because they formed the second most popular cryptocurrency, Ethereum. So when they broke away, he founded ADA and Gavin Wood founded Polkadot. So let's go away from here and see how what both of them founded are performing, how they are doing. So let's take Polkadot first. We've gone away from the news and just checking out this now. So let's take dots as an example. So that's Polkadot, given to us by one of the Ethereum Trio, and that's doing really good. The other one, Cardano, and again, that's doing really well too. Because ADA has, look at that shamelessly peacocking spike. So that's an interesting one. Back to that news item. I take what he says, with a pinch of salt, but quite interesting, especially with regards to this. So that's the piece of news I wanted to just share. Very interesting. And pay attention to all the projects that the Ethereum Trio are involved in. So Ethereum, ADA, Cardano, Polkadot. Pay attention to those projects. That's all we're saying. Maybe we'll leave that for now and just have you share your hack or talk about your hack. Talk about what you'd like to share.
It was basically making use of, announcements and news available on major exchanges and to leverage on that and, make a few extra quid.
Excellent. Okay.
Side. So if you remember, last week, there was this announcement on Binance, right? For the Dodo staking.
Yes.
So yeah, for farming of Dodo. I read the white paper of Dodo. It looked good. They listed there, so I checked it on CoinMarketCap, and then you can see the exchanges where it's available. Of course, Binance was there.
Of course.
It's not listed yet on Binance. I checked an alternative exchange where I could get it, and then I saw it was also available on Gate.
Yes.
Now, when I checked on Gate, it was going for about, Dodo USDT was about 2.3.
Wow.
Yeah, 2.3, 2.4. Yeah, I decided why not just buy there. Right? Because my suspicion was once it gets on Binance, it's now open to more people and demand will go up.
Absolutely.
The value goes up. It was the same thing that happened with SafePal.
SafePal, exactly. Same thing with SafePal. Excellent. Yeah, I think that's a good hack. That's a good way of trying to be ahead of the curve.
Yeah, I got it, and I can tell you, by the time it got on Binance, now it's now doing the usual fluctuations. But by the time I got it on Gate and it appeared on Binance, looking at 7 USDT.
Oh, wow.
And immediately that happened, I took away my initial investment plus a little bit of profit. And now I just left the extra profits there and let's see where this rides out.
Excellent.
I also want to check this. I have this theory as well that after the farming period on Binance, a slight jump as well, a short jump, and then it will a dump
follows.
Similar to what we had with SafePal. So even SafePal, when SafePal first came out, so initial based on BNB holdings, yeah, I got the chance to, buy some amount of BNB, at 10 cents.
Yeah.
But when it came out and it was officially announced and people could trade on it on the exchange, it was going for 1.1. I think that was the start.
Fantastic.
Already you have 10x for doing nothing, and it went up to 3.
Yeah, that's good. I think keeping your pulse on the market is essential, because you must have kept your pulse on the market and sort of keeping abreast of happenings. Yeah.
Yeah, if I may jump in there quickly, one of the things I've shared a couple of times with you, talking nuggets, is my inability to actually I'm kind of still learning the market.
Yeah.
And like I've said, I'm pretty much new to it, and this is one thing that I feel like I personally am missing. And then to anyone who is listening, this is really, really important, because I know I've missed out on a couple of opportunities because I didn't know exactly what to look out for, where to look out for those things, and then to see exactly what's happening. Like sometimes I go to on my coin market cap, and I click on the search box, and there's something trending. And then when you look at it, some of those things trending there has gone up by, say, 1,000% or 200%. But if I knew when, before that time, then I can take advantage of that. Say, if I have a coin for, say, 1p or 3p, and then before they go on trending, they've gone up like 1,000%. So that could be one place to jump in and then make some few coins.
Yeah. So a lot of people would actually say that's almost like FOMOing, but that's there's a degen angle to things where you can just boom, you see something that's on its way up, you just jump on the train and then make some quick buck and all of that. It's very risky. People do it.
Yeah.
I generally wouldn't advise that, but because the same way you jumped in, is the same way the dip could just gulp all your money instantly.
All right. Yeah.
It's the same way, because when you see that thing happening in that second, in that moment, the same thing could also happen in the reverse. So one has to be, so again, don't put in more than you can afford to lose is the mantra, and I think you should, one should go with that initially. And as someone always says, only 2 sets of people. I think I should credit this to Richard Hart of X. He always says only 2 sets of people make money in crypto: the founders, those who founded the company. Of course, they'll have tokens allocated to them, and they'll have their own, vested interest essentially. So they stand to make money. And investors. So investors by way of those who are holding on to the tokens for a long time. So, and you can tell the founders of, not founders of Bitcoin, but the early miners of Bitcoin, they essentially would be founders, really. Those who invested in Bitcoin way back. So if you invested $10 in Bitcoin way back, you'd be in millions now. So those are the 2 sets of people that make money. Now, those who trade, 80% of traders lose money. So I tend to just go for the fundamentals, understanding how things work and all of that, and try to avoid FOMO. Okay, well, nice one, guys. Man, Jedi, thanks for that one. That's a good way of keeping abreast of matters. But one thing I want to talk about is this. It's a wallet called Exodus Wallet. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. This is Exodus Wallet. I usually advise that, those who take crypto seriously should look into owning a hardware wallet. Hardware wallets like Trezor, it's one of the safest hardware wallets that people recommend, and that's quite popular in the crypto space. I mean, it's one of the foremost, the earliest known wallets that people really would recommend generally. I use this myself. So have a look at that at some point. But anyway, back to Exodus. So Exodus is a software wallet. Again, this is what it does. It sends, receives, and exchange. You can send, receive, and exchange cryptocurrency with ease on the world's leading desktop, mobile, and hardware crypto wallets. So one thing I like to do generally is to try out something first before I recommend to people. Again, this is one that I've tried out. There's a desktop version. It sits on your desktop. There's a mobile version. You can synchronize that, your desktop download or application. Synchronize it with the mobile device. Oh, okay. Hardware crypto wallet. Okay. They have hardware. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Well, I have the desktop.
Compatible with Trezor, actually.
I was going to say that, yes. So I have linked what I use with Trezor, and it works brilliantly. And currently has about 100 plus cryptocurrencies and digital assets compatible with it. You can see the full list here. But there's one other thing that I want to show. I want to actually get people to pay attention to here. Well, while this loads, what I'm going to talk about is the rewards. Okay, right. So this is the full list of the spotted cryptocurrency assets in, wow, now 130. That's impressive. Remember, there were 105 at one point. So all of these assets can be, even Dogecoin is there. All of these assets can be stored on your Exodus wallet. Now, observe this APY rewards indicated here. I think they have about seven rewards or so, 7 assets that you can own on the wallets and earn some rewards. So let me show you my own screen here. So this is sorry about that. This is the Exodus screen, and this is the rewards staking screen. When you download, this is what you will see. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 assets that you could potentially earn with. So ADA, Cardano, for instance, would give you 4.26%. And so if you deposited 5,000 units of ADA Cardano for, say, a term of, say, 10 months, or well, let's say 12 months, a year. So this is what you would get back in return. So, and that's the equivalent. So what if, say, you wanted to leave that for 2 years? That's what you would get in return. I think those are no-brainers. Now, look at this. This interests me because of what is given here. That is quite high. So let's say we had 5,000 units of Atom, and we wanted to have it in there for 24 months. That is what we would get back in return. Isn't that crazy, guys?
What?
So what if we wanted to put that in there for, say, 12 months, and say, well, not even 5,000 Cosmos Atom. Say we had just 500 Atom. Let me see the minimum. There's no minimum, I think. Okay, let's put it to 1,000. Let's put it to 1,000, and we'll leave it in there for 2 years. Okay, 1,000. Okay, would a bank give you that? I'm not sure, but it is interesting. And then this, I think any savvy investor should have this in their wallet, however low this reward is. And don't forget, VeChain also has its own reward token, which is called VTHO. So this would be a double-edged reward for you, because not only would you be earning back in VAT, but you'd also be earning VTHO. And VTHO has been doing fantastically recently. So this is another no-brainer to have in your, well, whatever wallet you have that's paying you some good rewards or returns, do have a look at that. So again, Algorand will give you 6.51% on Exodus wallets if you do decide to go with it. ADA Cardano, again, average reward rate for that 4.26. And almighty Cosmos here would give you 9.53. I think that's just fantastic. And Neo, again, Neo would also give you 2.08%. Ontology, not to be confused with Ontology Gas. Ontology will give you almost 5% average reward. Again, this could fluctuate, but have a read, do your research, have a look. And good old Tezos. Tezos, again, should be in any savvy crypto holder as well. Not financial advice, but, and the savvy holder who knows some history of Tezos, look at having some Tezos and holding some Tezos in there for the long term,
Yeah.
And VeChain as well. So there you go, guys. If you do decide to go with it, by all means, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Have a look at
just
that.
one question / observation here.
Yeah.
So basically what they are even showing as the potential payout is using the current token price, right? Because what you get is the actual token.
Because your token also increases in value.
Exactly.
So you're not, it's not going to be stagnant or dormant. It increases in value.
Jedi, thanks for pointing that out.
Yes. So yeah, it's a no-brainer for anyone who wants to be a savvy crypto investor. I'd say look into Exodus wallets and avail yourself of potential earning opportunities. Don't just leave your tokens just sitting there. And always remember the mantra as well, not your private keys, not your token. Wallets like this would afford you the opportunity to actually have your own private keys. So if you don't have your keys, they're not exactly your tokens. Yes, we have all of this cryptocurrencies on exchanges and all of that, but if you don't own the keys, they're not yours essentially. On paper, in theory, you own them, but always seek to have those on your private keys. And you can do that easily in the Exodus wallet. That affords you the opportunity to actually even copy your private keys and write them down on paper if you so choose. But be careful, once those keys have been exposed or somebody has access to them, you don't own them anymore. I think that's the tip I thought to share for the day around the Exodus wallets, so people can be in charge of their assets some more. Well, we didn't really delve into much news today, but thanks for sharing your insight. I think I'll pass on to Chibueze for any other insights that you might want to share.
My only insight is, I don't really have much experience, I keep on banking on the fact that I'm pretty much new and learning everything I can learn. But yeah, I think the only insight is for people, anyone who is interested in this, to just pay attention, really. I've had to sign up on Twitter to follow a lot of guys who are always talking about stuff. A few times I've gone on there and then seen something trending, people talking about stuff. Yeah. So I had to pay attention really. The day Binance was going down, if I didn't know what was going on, I could have just sold off my BNB. But I knew something was it was going down, but it was going to come back up. So. And then I got to know that because I was on social media looking at what people were saying, just stay on the alert and, pay attention, really.
Yep, absolutely. So safe to say you had a good one with BNB then.
Oh, absolutely. I'm still happy about that, and yes. Although I jumped in late, well, I wouldn't say I FOMOed because I think there's a difference between FOMOing and then believing in something.
I've been late to the party, yeah.
Exactly. So I was late to the party, but I knew what I was going into. I was pretty much convinced. I believe in it. I believe in Binance coin, and I still believe in it now. Even if it goes down to say £1, and I believe in it, so I'm gonna hold on to it. So I went in a bit late, but then I don't regret going in late, and then I think I've made some money from it as well.
Fair enough. That's Chibueze's profile, and I noticed that you do some very good survey, and I can see this survey now. That's interesting. Did you buy more BNB during the dip or just dumped it? Dumped the ship diamond hand. Yes. I'm going to vote now. Oh, is the vote over? Okay,
the vote is over. You're late to the party.
I'm late to the party.
You're following this.
I would have voted this. Diamond hand. I would have voted that. So I think the recap for today will be that we looked at this statement made by Charles Hoskinson, someone who has some good knowledge of crypto and blockchain. One of the Ethereum Trio made this comment, so we had a look at the statement and we looked at their project, the Ethereum Trio's project, one of which is ADA and the other which is Polkadot, and how they're doing. And of course, Jedi shared a tip on his escapade with Dodo token, and how he's made a fearful X's on the investment. And then we went on to talk about Exodus wallets and how to avail yourself of potential staking opportunities to earn, and how you could also link that to your hardware wallet. So guys, well, we shall keep this short. Hopefully the editor won't have a hard time trying to figure out where to put things. Well, thanks for your time, guys. Hopefully we'll do this again. And then the next time, I think you guys will have to share your screens with your pieces of news or whatever tips or hacks you have. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Well, Token Nuggets out. Follow us on YouTube. Make comments or share nuggets of information on the comment section. Last word from the guys. Jedi, Chibueze.
Was a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to the next time I'm invited.
Let's do this again.
Yes, by the way, Chibueze suggested we do Crypto Sundays. Anyone who's up for that, leave a comment section. We'll invite you. We'll join you. Chibueze has a thriving clubhouse crypto thing. So let's do our own thing here. Crypto Sunday sometime. Okay. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye. Thanks for joining. Token Nuggets out. Peace.